your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your arms, baby.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching another request, and this time around it is Interview with a Vampire. I know that, well, it says here that we're going to be following on Tom Cruise that's going to be playing in this one, but I also did look at the poster and it seems like it's Brad Pitt as well. You know what? Color me impressed. I'm already so intrigued by this and I am very excited to be diving into it. I don't think we've seen any vampire. Yeah, I'm lying. We have seen Dracula. But other than that, I don't think we've seen anything that's vampire on my channel. I really want to watch Twilight just for the memes because people have told me it's so bad. But I want to know for myself if it's actually that bad as people are saying it is. Don't have any expectations about this movie because I have no idea what it's going to be about. But when I read the title, it says Interview with a Vampire. And then I'm thinking about maybe we're going to be following a journalist that's going to write about the life of a vampire and how they actually are. Get rid of all the rumors and just get the facts out there. That is what I'm kind of expecting from the title. I'm very excited to be watching it. If you want to watch it together with me, my full reactions are on Patreon. All my social media, they're linked down below. Same with my anime reaction channel and my gaming channel. If you want to see my reactions to some games such as God of War and The Witcher and Mass Effect, so on, so on. Everything will be over there. Thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get into Interview with a Vampire. I got my Red Bull, guys. I am still on the apricot vibe. This one is my favorite, but I really want to try another one. Maybe there's something out there that I like better. The audio seems a little bit low. No. Oh, it's Interview with the Vampire, not a vampire. Obviously, we're going to follow the vampire. Another franchise that I'm so ready to be watching is... Sorry, when I read Kirsten Dunst, isn't she MJ in the first Spider-Man franchise? It's based on a novel?
So you want me to tell you the story of my life?
FM radio, KFRC.
You'd have to have a lot of tape for my story.
So we're actually going to be writing about someone's story.
Yeah, I suppose I did. This is where you live?
Just a room.
Oh, what do you say we get started? So, what do?
I'm a vampire.
That's something I haven't heard before. You mean this literally, I take it?
Absolutely. Watching you, watching me. And then
Creepy.
you speak.
What a lucky break for me.
Perhaps lucky for both of us.
You, said you were waiting for me. Drink my blood, all that stuff?
Yes.
Oh!
But you needn't be concerned with that now.
You really believe this, don't you?
We can't begin this way. Let me turn on the light. I only wanted to prepare you. I want this opportunity.
How the hell did you do that?
Duh, vampire!
I'm flesh and blood, but not human. I haven't been human for 200 years. How can I put you at ease? Shall we begin like David Copperfield? Or shall we begin when I was born to darkness? That's really where we should start, don't you think?
Oh.
1791 was the year it happened. Younger than you are now. The master of a large plantation just south of New Orleans. I had lost my wife in childbirth. She and the infant had been buried less than half a year. I couldn't bear the pain of their loss. I longed to be released from it. I wanted to lose it all. My wealth.
How many is in the deck?
Are you calling me a cheat?
Whoa!
I'm calling you a piece of stinking offal.
You lack the courage of your convictions, sir. Do it. I invited it. A release from the pain of living. My invitation was open to anyone, to the whore at my side, to the pimp that followed, but it was a vampire that accepted.
Ooh.
Give me your money or you die.
I think he's kind of busy. What the? Oh, there we go.
Do you still want death? Or have you tasted it enough?
He left me there on the banks of the Mississippi, somewhere between life and death.
This is so interesting.
Life has no meaning anymore, does it? The wine has no taste. The food sickens you. There seems... What if I could give it back to you? Pluck out the pain, one you could never imagine.
Oh!
And sickness and death. I'm going to give you the choice. Never had.
Oh, because he was turned without wanting to, maybe. And he's giving him the
That
choice to
morning,
do
I was
that.
not yet a vampire, and I saw my last sunrise, and yet I can't recall any sunrise before it. I watched the whole magnificence of the dawn for the last time as if it were the first. And then I said farewell to and set out to become what I became.
He's next to you, isn't he? Whoa! Scary.
I've trained you for the point of death. Be young always, my friend, as we are now.
Yes.
Well,
Pay no attention. Happens to us all.
uh-oh. Whoa, everything just changed in the span of a second. Ew.
What did you see?
No words can describe it. Might as well ask heaven what it sees. The statue seemed to move, but didn't. The world had changed, yet stayed the same. Perhaps you'd like another cigarette?
I would. It's not bothering you, is it?
No.
No, I don't assume that it would be. It's not like you're gonna die from cancer. What about crucifixes?
Crucifixes.
How about the old stake through the heart thing?
Nonsense.
Coffin.
Oh, really?
Coffins, unfortunately, are a necessity.
Don't worry. Soon, I'll be waiting for you. And so will all the world.
I would never expect seeing Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt like this.
Blood, I was to find, was a necessity as well. Next evening, with a hunger I had never felt.
You'll never go to another tavern again.
But what if I'd rather taste your lips?
My lips are even sweeter still.
Why does it look like she's enjoying that? He's stabbing through her neck.
Ma chère. I will not take her life. I've done it for you. She's dead. As a doornail, my friend.
Well,
So easy, you almost feel sorry for them.
almost. I do feel sorry for them.
You'll get used to killing. Just forget about that mortal coil. You'll become accustomed to things all too quickly.
Bro.
Are you not hungry, sir?
Oh, contraire, ma chère. He could eat the whole colony.
Let's finish it, Yvette. Now leave us.
Can't you pretend, you fool? Don't give the game away. We're lucky to have such a home.
Such home that has rats? Okay.
Pretend to drink, at least.
Oh.
Such fine crystal shouldn't go to waste.
I actually think that was a mouse. The tail looks rather thin.
I know. Gets cold so quickly. Call it surviving. Useful trick if you're caught for a month on a ship at sea. There's nothing in this world now that doesn't hold some
Fascination.
I'm bored with this present.
But we can live without taking human life. It's possible.
Anything is possible.
Lestat killed 2, sometimes 3 a night. That was his favorite for the first of the evening. For seconds, he preferred a gilded, beautiful youth, and the blood of the aristocrat thrilled him best of all.
Widow St. Clair. She had that gorgeous young fop. Read her thoughts.
You can do that?
Read her thoughts.
You can read people's... What? They can do that? Wow, that's scary.
The dark gift is different for each of us. But one thing is true.
Oh, okay, so not everyone can do that.
She blamed a slave for his murder. Imagine what they did to him.
Monsieur, enchanté.
Where are we going?
Nowhere.
Now, young man, you really amaze me.
Yeah, he does have that with him.
I'm old enough to be your grandmother.
Rats and poodles, you could have finished us both.
You condemn me to hell!
Oh, that's more like it. You're...
Oh, wow! I understand his anger though. He didn't really want this life. But you kind of sold it in like it was something so amazing with it. Well, it's just horrible.
Rats, chickens, poodles. I'll leave you to it and watch you come around. Would be even more unbearable.
And now we got the chickens.
Consider yourself lucky. In Paris, a vampire must be clever for many reasons.
Tell me about him. You must have learned something from him.
I wasn't given a choice, remember?
But you must know something about the meaning of it all.
It's driving me mad. That noise! We've been in the country for weeks with nothing but that noise.
Yes, then.
To New Orleans, then.
Yes, New Orleans. I heard that's where the vampires live.
Cuisine. You'll soon run out of chickens, Louis.
We're worried about you, Master. When is it that you go riding in the field? Everywhere there is death. Are you still our master at all? I will not go unless you listen to me.
You should go. I think he's going to feast.
You must send away this friend of yours. The slaves, they are all frightened of him.
Oh, poor Yvette.
Hear me now! This place is cursed! Damned! Get out while you can! You are all free men! You hear me?
See, because he is a good man. Even though that this happened to him. And I was taking the lives of others. But then again, he has no choice.
place, burn everything we own! Have us living in a field like cattle! Shut up, Louis!
He's so done with him. Oh, they're like, victory.
Where are we?
Does this make you happy? Is this fitting and proper enough?
We belong in hell. We
Because
rented
so is his
rooms
life
on
now.
the waterfront of New Orleans.
Your friend has no head for wine.
I can warm that cold skin of yours better than she can.
Do you think your pretty friend I exhausted her?
Oh, these poor women.
I can see you lying on a bed of satin.
Such things you say.
Did you bite through her dress?
And then put out the light.
There, she realized it.
But once put out thy light, I cannot give it vital breath again. It needs must wither. For you, Louis, you can pretend it's wine.
She's not dead.
You're in love with your mortal nature.
You peace.
We're predators. Those all-seeing eyes were meant to give them detachment.
The girl is that.
Then take her, Louis, and that hunger.
No.
You're tired. You want to sleep.
It's a coffin!
It's your coffin, my love. Enjoy it.
You are so awful.
I like to do it. I enjoy it. For do not doubt, you are a killer, Louis. What's that, my love?
It's a coffin.
Well, so it is. You must be dead.
I'm not dead, am I?
No, you're not dead. You finish this. You finish this now.
You finish.
Save me! Let me go. I need a priest.
My friend is a priest. He'll hear your sins before you die, unless...
You are so messed up, sir. Oh my. He's very strong though. Strong will. Mr. Tommy Cruise, I can't speak for you.
Now, are you happy, Louis?
Thank you for all I have to learn from.
The old world, Louis. They called it the dark gift.
Don't go that way, monsieur. It's the plague. Go back the way you came.
Oh no! There's a child! There is an actual child here, guys. Don't tell me you're gonna... For the child.
Please help us. Paul left us and didn't come back. Please wake Mama, monsieur.
You didn't... Okay, so doing it to adults.
My master never take you in life. Oh, yes. Non più dry farfallone amaro girando. You're still like...
You're so messed up, sir.
Come back! You are what you are! Now you love your precious gift.
Her blood coursed through my veins, sweeter than life itself. And as it did, Lestat's words made sense to me. Rhythm, I knew again what peace could be.
All I need to find you, Louis, is follow the corpses of rats. Pain is terrible for you. You feel it like no other creature because you are a vampire. Then do what it is in your nature, and you will feel as you felt with that child in your arms, none so like him as ourselves.
That's an interesting way of thinking.
Come.
What kind of gift? It's probably another person.
Please. She's here.
What are you saying?
You need company, Louis. More congenial than mine. You remember her? taste of her.
I thought I'd killed her.
Your conscience is clear.
Okay. And now what? What are you gonna do, huh?
You're ill, my precious, and I'm going to give you what you need to get well.
There is no way we're turning her into a vampire right now. As a child.
You want her to die then?
Well, I thought it was gonna be a child, but I see now this
That's it. Yes.
might not be because suddenly she looked like an adult. Oh, Kirsten.
Stop! Enough!
Wait, why did she suddenly get curly hair?
I want some more.
Of course, you want more.
Vous m'avez appelé, monsieur? Oh, quel bel enfant.
They are so innocent. They must not be made to suffer. Yes. All right now. Stop.
What?
That's enough, Shelley. You must stop before the heart stops. But it's best in the beginning, lest the death takes you down with it. Not a drop spilt. Very good.
This is so messed up.
Mama's gone to heaven, Shelley, like that sweet lady. Right there.
All but us.
You want to frighten our little daughter?
I'm not your daughter.
Yeah, she's not.
Or mine and Louis' daughter now. You see,
This poor child. That's what I'm saying. Oh, this is so messed up.
now he's not. Now he's going to stay and make you happy.
Louis.
You fiend.
One happy family.
This is so crazy.
Perhaps he knew me. He knew I would love her more than the waking world. For he lavished affection on her, there's no doubt about that.
Monsieur! I need more light! I shall go blind if you do not bring me another lamp.
I am afraid, madame, my days are sacrosanct.
Now capable of the ruthless pursuit of blood with all a child's demanding.
Me kiss her better.
Who will we get to finish your dress? Little practicality, Shelley. Remember, everyone in our home.
Curling her little fingers around my hair, till the day came when she wanted one of her own. But still, whenever she awoke, she would crawl into mine.
Okay, that's a little bit cute.
Before she learned to play with them, to delay the moment till she had taken what she wanted.
Oh, chère petite fille. Why are you crying, child? Are you lost, my love?
Mama.
Oh, mon cher.
Man's a thumb, girl. Man's a thumb. That little digit.
I would be so terrified of this girl. Oh.
Maybe too expensive for a young girl like you.
She's so good.
What have we told you?
Never in the house.
Together, they finished off whole families.
Now try something on a more somber note.
The years flew by like minutes. The city round us grew, disgorging an endless menu of magnificent strength.
I would never expect Kirsten Dunst to be so young in this movie.
And we were all Americans.
I haven't even looked into the year that this was released.
Filthy bottom tide. Lord, what I wouldn't give for a drop of good old-fashioned Creole blood. Their democratic flavor doesn't suit my palate, Louis. Now that is pure Creole. Trust Claudia to have found her. Don't you want her?
I want to be her.
Oh.
Hannah, Louis, be like her one day?
Oh, I don't think so. Vampires doesn't grow. They don't get older.
Nonsense. I swear you grow more like Louis every day. Soon you'll be eating rats.
It was a long, long time ago, before you were born. 30 years had passed, yet her body remained that of an eternal child. Her eyes alone told the story of her age, staring from under her doll-like curls with a questioning that would one day need an answer.
Another doll? I have dozens, you realize.
What night? What do you mean?
You always give me a doll on the same night of the year.
I didn't realize.
Is this my birthday?
Something like that.
You dress me like a doll. You make my hair like a doll. Why?
You're his doll, it seems like.
You should throw them away.
I will then.
Claudia. What have you done?
What you told me to do!
She's not!
Claudia?
It's the very house we live in!
Claudia, don't.
Why not? Can't I change like everybody else?
This is so good.
But one of you did it! One of you did it!
A vampire gone insane that pollutes its own bed.
And if I cut my hair again? I had a mother once, and Louis, he had a wife. He was mortal, the same as she, and so was I.
Claudia.
Did you do it to me? How did you do it?
Why should I tell you?
While you were alone. Tell me how it was done.
He'd be dead like that damned corpse. Now get rid of it!
She's such an amazing actor to be this young. Oh my! I'm stunned.
You see the old woman? That will never happen to you.
And it means something else too, doesn't it? I shall never ever grow up. I hate him. Tell me how it came to be that I am this thing.
For 30 years, I had avoided that place, yet I found my way back there with hardly an upward glance.
And this is where it happened, Claudia.
You fed on me.
And he found me with you. And he cut his wrist, and he fed you from him. And you were a vampire then, and have been every night thereafter.
You both did it.
I took your life. He gave you another one.
And I hate you both.
Well, she wanted to know. Now she does.
I walked all night. I walked as I walked years before when my mind swam with guilt. I longed for 1 second's peace.
Locked together in hatred. But I can't hate you, Louis. Louis, my love. You gave me your immortal kiss.
Why she's talking to him like that?
But now it's time to end it, Louis. Now it's time to leave him.
You will never let us go.
What is it now? Irritate me. Your very presence irritates me.
Does it? Was that supposed to frighten me?
You need a brother. Or I do.
I suppose we could people the world with vampires. The three of us. But you upset my plans. I came to make peace with you. Even though you're the father of lies.
Stop pestering me then.
Tough crowd.
I've brought a present for you.
And I hope it's a beautiful woman.
Why do you say such things?
You are so insane, dude.
You haven't fed enough. I can tell by your color. Come and see. Don't be angry with me. When I saw them, I knew they were for you.
Claudia. Well, you certainly have outdone yourself.
I promise I'll get rid of the bodies.
We forgive each other then?
Her plans. What if they have fed on her and now they turn into vampires?
You've given them absinthe.
No?
Oh, no.
Yes. I killed them, unfortunately. But it keeps the blood warm.
You let me drink dead blood?
One lesson you taught me.
Oh.
Never drink from the dead.
Put me in my coffin.
I'll put you in your coffin!
What do we do now? What?
Good night, sweet prince.
So that kills them?
May flights of devils bring you to your rest. Should we burn him? Bury him? What would he have liked, Louis? The swamp.
Oh my. Well, she is her father's daughter.
He belongs with those reptiles, Louis. He deserves to die.
Then perhaps so do we. Every night of our lives, he was my maker. Gave me this life. Whatever it is.
Yeah, that is also true.
You missed him? He was all I knew. It's as simple as that. We were like two orphans learning to live again. Over the weeks while we waited for the boat to arrive, she studied the myths and legends of the old world, obsessed with the search for what she called our kind. It's the carriage.
Now what? That scared me. That actually really scared me.
Not quite. Furioso. Moderato. Potable, perhaps. It's the alligator. His blood helped. Then on the diet of the blood of snakes and all the putrid life of the Mississippi. The stat became something like
Terrifying. Like himself? I would not say like himself. You look scary as heck. Here we go. I was wondering how he was going to die because they've been saying this entire movie that vampires cannot die.
I stood on that deck, fearful he would come out again. And all the while I thought, Lestat, we deserve your vengeance. You gave me the dark gift, and I delivered you into the hands of death.
They should have burned him. First time around, it seems like. Even before he's going back. Guys, by the way, I've never really liked chocolate, but this one, this is called Boble, it's by betrayal.
Claudia and I alone seemed immune. We kept to ourselves, pondering the mystery of each other. We reached the Mediterranean, wanted those waters to be blue. And how I suffered then, straining to recall the color that in my youth I had taken for granted.
Wow.
We searched village after village, ruin after ruin, country after country, and always we found nothing. I began to believe we were the only ones. There was a strange comfort in that thought, but what could the damned really have to say to the damned?
Oh, there's something about it, right?
Superstitions about garlic, crosses, the old stake in the heart.
So there are no vampires in Transylvania, no Count Dracula?
The vulgar fictions of a demented iris. Paris, September 1870. The city I had always dreamed of. A universe whole and entire unto herself.
How elegant.
Just the two of us. And so euphoric was I that I yielded to her every desire. So it was, when I'd given up the search for vampires, that a vampire found me.
I wonder what it is. What if it's him? And he's found them. This is so creepy. Oh.
Buffoon!
Santiago.
I searched the world for an immortal, and this is what I find.
Bring the petite beauty with you. No one will harm you. I won't allow it. And remember my name, Armand.
Okay.
Now remember what I told you. They'll have different powers. They'll read your thoughts if you let them. He's the one. That's the vampire.
Two lovers wandering down the violet way commit no meditations on decay.
Oh boy.
Vampires
laugh.
pretend to be humans pretending to be vampires.
Whose soul with heaven doth commune, and spends his days in pious contemplation. For all his prayers gets no remuneration. The lesson endeth here, and it is this. Each one must bend his forehead to my kiss. Methinks a mortal doth approach. What beauty by my side! Perhaps she has a mind to be my bride. Perhaps my lesson has not ended yet.
I don't want to die.
But death we are, and death we've always been.
Someone help me!
There's no respecter of age. It can come anytime, any place.
Where are we doing this?
You wait your turn. Where? To become our bride.
What was the point of her or him taking off her shirt?
Monstrous.
I don't understand why there always has to be like some random naked scene. Like, what did that make for the story, huh? What? I understand that before they had to do a lot for the sex appeal, but
Vampires from the new world. All we love slowly rots and fades away.
So you have the answer.
So you have questions.
yeah, he does.
Nothing. If not vampires.
Who made us what we are? The source. All this.
Yeah, how did it start?
I understand. Your suffering, your sympathy for that girl. You die and you kill. You feel you deserve to die and you stint on nothing. Or since you comprehend what you call goodness, does it not make you good? And perhaps it's the only real evil left.
God does not exist.
I know nothing of God. I have never seen a vision nor learned a secret that would damn or save my soul. And as far as I know, after 400 years, I am the oldest living vampire.
And it's as I always feared.
You fear too much. So much you make me fear. The one who made you should have told you this. The one who left the old world.
It's time we were on our way. I'm hungry. The city awaits.
Silent as the grave. And as we blundered through it again, I have hated him for the wrong reasons.
How did you wrong?
Perhaps.
Said a name.
Mind reader.
Name I don't care to say again.
It's the crime that means death to any vampire.
Do you think I would let them harm you?
No, you would not, Louis. Danger holds you to me. You would leave me for Armand if he beckoned you. He wants you as you want him. He's been waiting. He bides his time in that place. He finds it as dull and lifeless as we do. Without saying a word, let him go, he said. Let him go. Let you go. My father, my Louis, who made me.
All right.
You really believe that?
I'm not sure anymore.
Till death comes by and chops him from his home.
Whoa.
I was waiting for you. Listen to me. Claudia is very dear to me. She is my daughter, your lover, my beloved, my child.
Not lover, she's a kid. Even though she's much older now, but she's still a kid.
She is. Why? I could give you reasons. Her silence, her youth. It's forbidden to make one so young that cannot survive on its own. Then blame the one who made her. You want no quarrel with him.
No, it's already begun. You want to save her. Send her away.
Then I leave too. So soon?
You're so creepy. Oh.
You said there were none.
But you asked the wrong questions.
Do you know how few vampires have the stamina for immortality? How quickly they perish of their own will? The world, we do not. Therein lies the irony that finally kills us. Don't you see? I'm not the spirit of any age, odds with everything. I always have been. The heart of it. The vampires in the theater. Decadent.
Oh, wow.
They can't reflect anything. But you do. You reflect its broken heart.
This guy is so interesting, but at the same time, he's so creepy. I can't put my finger on it.
The human soul. An immortal with a mortal's Lestat must have wept when he made you. You knew Lestat? Yes. I knew him. Knew him well enough not to mourn his passing. I felt a kind of peace at last. I knew knowledge would never be withheld by Armand. It would pass through him as through a pane of glass.
Oh.
Madeleine. Louis is shy.
Drink.
Do it, Louis! Because I cannot do it.
You haven't the vaguest conception under God what you ask.
Au contraire, monsieur.
You have found your new companion, Louis. You will make me mine.
Our white skin, our fierce eyes. Drink, you ask me. Do you have any idea of the thing you will become?
You are evil, instead you cannot be evil. Snatching me from my mother's hands, like two monsters in a fairy tale.
Okay, but the thing is, her mother was already dead. And he didn't turn her.
You give her to me, Louis! Do this before you leave me! I love you still.
She's so good. Wow.
My dark angel, when you are gone.
What do you think she is, Madeline?
A child who cannot die.
A child who did die.
A daughter.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
Louis, what's happening to her?
She's dying. Only you are too young to remember.
But if she dies?
She'll turn.
It's only mortal death. Bear me no ill will, my love. We are now even.
What do you mean?
What died in that room was not that woman. What has died is the last breath in me. That was human.
Yeah, this ruins him even more.
At last we are even.
It's time of justice, little.
What the? What? Now what?
Get me Armand. He wouldn't stand for this.
Death for the others. Eternity in a box.
Well, she was just made.
Take him!
Oh, you know. And now what? Oh no, they're gonna dive to the sunlight.
can't save us! Louis! Louis, don't!
Oh my. What? So we didn't get time to save her. Or them, I should say. But what? That is so cruel. Well, Claudia was pretty cruel too.
So a vampire can cry.
Yeah, they can.
Once. Maybe it was to quench those tears forever that I took such revenge on them.
Well, that is a way to do it. I guess we can say... Oh, there he is. And he's just laughing. That guy's psycho. I'm telling you, he's psycho. Oh, oh, we actually got him. Oh.
Louis!
What?
You didn't even warn them, did you?
Nope. They didn't deserve it.
No. And you knew what I would do.
I rescued you, didn't I?
True.
Terrible dawn.
You were their leader.
And what about it?
They were doomed, stuck in their decadent time. That we must be powerful, beautiful, and without regret.
To be without regret? Then what a pair we could make. But what if it's a lesson I don't care to learn?
What do you mean?
What if all I have is my suffering, my regret?
Don't you want to lose it?
The heart that mourns her. Her that you burnt to a cinder. You. Regrets. You. Feels.
Lie.
Yes. I will die. No. You are dead, and you want me to quicken you once more. And as much as your invitation might appeal to me, I must regretfully decline.
This is so interesting. You see how miserable every vampire is? Who wants to be that?
For years I wandered all the ancient lands, but the world was a tomb to me.
Understandable. Very understandable.
And each of those statues resembled her face. Then, out of curiosity, boredom, who knows what, I left the old world and came back to my America. A mechanical wonder allowed me to see the sun rise for the first time in 200 years. Seen as the human eye could never see them. Then, as the years progressed in tones of purple and my long-lost blue. In the spring of 1988, I returned to New Orleans. It was rich, almost sweet.
Tequila sunrise.
I walked the streets, savoring that long-lost perfume. And then on Britannia Street, only blocks from the Lafayette Cemetery, the scent grew stronger as I walked, a scent too faint for mortals to detect.
Ooh. What the heck? Whoa. Stop it! I keep jumping from this movie. Oh. Oh, there's no way.
I'm so glad you were here. Of this moment. should have been one of...
It's all past, Lestat.
Yeah, past. Still beautiful, Louis. You always were the strong one.
I'm scared of you.
I mean you no harm.
You've come home to me then? You remember how I was, the vampire?
Yes, I remember.
No one could refuse me.
I tried.
So many times.
You tried.
Yeah, I did.
And the more you tried, the more I wanted you.
And the noise! Make the night brighter than the day!
It's false light. Can't harm you.
I feel sorry for him. Become the vampire I once was. Oh, I don't think he wants that. Mm-mm.
Whatever happened to Lestat, I do not know. I feed on those who cross my path. But all my passion went with her golden hair, and the spirit of preternatural flesh, detached, unchangeable.
Empty. That's it? No, it can't end like that.
But it has. There's no more to tell.
You don't understand yourself. You're not empty. What people wouldn't give to be like, what I wouldn't give to be like you, to have your power, to be able to have seen the things that you've seen in your life story you told me is incredible. It's amazing.
Do what you want.
It is depressing. What do you mean it's amazing?
Now, you brought me up here for a reason, didn't you? You want a companion. You want a link to the outside world. Well, that's me. God has nothing to do with it.
Do you like being food for the immortals? Do you like dying?
Time to run away. Drive away. Publish the story. Whoa! Seems like he wants to die after all. What if he's in the backseat? That would be insane.
$1791 was the year it happened. I was 24, younger than you are now. The master of a large plantation just south of New Orleans.
Somebody changed my shorts.
She and the infant had been buried less than half a year.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I assume I need no introduction.
No way.
I feel better already.
Most of all, I longed for death, a release from the pain of living.
Oh, Louis, still whining. Have you heard enough?
But it was a...
I've had to listen to that for centuries. I'm going to give you the choice.
Oh no.
I never had.
Please allow me to introduce a well and tame.
There's no way that this ends this way. That ending was so good. Wow. That was so good. That was so good. Okay, guys. We just wrapped up an interview with the vampire. Is this a movie that I would watch again? Probably not, but it was still a fun experience to watch it for the first time and get to see Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise as vampires. And I also really like to see Kirsten Dunst when she was so young because she was so talented in this movie. She did so good. I am stunned over her performance here. Other than that, I feel like the movie really dragged on some scenes. I feel like they told the story very nicely without having to have so many longer scenes of nothing kind of happening. And I really like a good vampire story. And I don't know why people feel the need to always include nudity scenes in vampire stories, because we had that in Dracula as well. And them just undressing a girl at the theater scene for no reason at all. Dude, I don't get it. I understand it's for the sex appeal and people did this a lot back in the days, but I don't know what that did with the story. But all in all, I did enjoy it. It was a fun movie. It was exciting. It was quite depressing as well, getting to see the lives of the vampires and how they had to take choices, how people were, or how vampires were formed into horrible creatures, and that Brad Pitt's character, Louis, is the only one that is actually feeling sorry for the humans, trying to eat only animals like rats and so on for so long. And then Claudia comes into his life, changing everything. The way that Claudia died when she was trying to find a new, a new mom, getting Madeline, that was just so heartbreaking. The way that they are kind of just hugging each other, holding around each other, and then Louis comes back into where they are, or he arrives there and just see them into dust creatures, There's something about it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. My full reactions are on Patreon. All my social media, they're linked down below. Thank you so much for watching again, and I can't wait to see my next video very, very soon. Bye, everyone.
Put your hand